Hey, welcome everyone. I'm Carl of McLarty Films, and today I have a special episode of audio equipment. And I was inspired because I picked up this Tula here, this Tula Mic. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not, but I've got several microphones here, and I like to have high quality audio in my videos. And I film a lot of VR. And with the VR cameras, they don't have audio inputs on them. So all of my audio is recorded separately. And I also have a podcast, which I can leave in the link for if you'd like to listen to that. And so audio is very important. So today I'm recording simultaneously on all of these microphones that you see here. And I will start off with the Tula mic here, the white one. And I have the mic fairly close to me. It's normally on the table in the promotional videos, but as you know, well, I'm not a mic expert, I'm not an audio expert, but to my ears, the audio always sounds better when the microphone is closer to the subject, within limits, of course. So it's up for you to decide. I'm going to record this, and I'm going to link all the audio tracks associated with each mic. I'm not sure if I'll do separate videos or not, but how does this sound? If I get closer to the Tula mic, does that sound better? Does that sound smooth, buttery smooth, honey sweet? It's almost like there's a filter over the audio, and it just sounds really sweet, and that's why people like it so much. It makes my voice, it augments my voice. It makes it sound better than it actually does in real life. So I think that's what people love about this mic. I have the One Direction setting. There's also an Omni button so that you get the room sound. So if you wanted to do interviews of like people at a table side by side, you could do that. But you'd need them to be pretty close to the mic still to sound good, I think. So that's what the Tula sounds like. And you're actually hearing all of these mics. So let me introduce the mics. Let's go ahead and give a round to introduce the mics. So on your right, you have the Tula in white, and that comes in several colors. And that is one of the most portable mics. It's not the most portable though. Here I have the DJI, wireless, which comes in this nifty little pack. And it's USB-C charged, and you have it can easily connect to your mobile phone or your computer, mobile phone or your camera. And I think that that's the strength of the DJI. And it does have internal storage, just like the Tula mic. And it is quick to set up. You know, you turn it on, and you can record locally, and then at the same time transmit to your camera. And I've used this one. I have it on a little stick here, which is great for interviews, and I have the wind protector dead cat on there because it does tend to get quite puffy, if you know what I mean. It's not really designed that way. It's more designed to be used on the collar. So I'll switch positions here, and now it's on my collar. And you will see next to the DJI is another little guy. And this is the AudioWow by Sm58. It's a Bluetooth mic, so it's not recording internally. It's recording to my phone. Well, I'm just going to leave that down there. It's recording to its own app. It's the Sm58 app, which you can download on your phone, iPhone or Android. So I'm recording this via Bluetooth. There is no internal storage, but it's a very small little mic, and I've taken this thing with me all over the place, and it's great because it fits. It's like literally matchbox size. So people were excited about the Tula mic, and they said, "Oh, it's the size of a pack of cigarettes," and it's true. It is very small, but it's about as thick as a pack of cigarettes and a little wider than a credit card. But it's not as small as either the DJI setup or the AudioWow. But I love this thing, and I carry it with me all the time. It's USB-C charged, just like the Tula Mic, and it's something that you can always carry with you. It's like an everyday carry mic. The DJIs are like that as well, and they're a little heavier, but there are two mics, and so it's great for interviews, and really great for mobile setup. I mean, you can clip it into your phone and rock and roll really quick. And now for the old trustworthy guys, I have the Shure SM58 and the SEV7, this guy right here. And I'm monitoring, my headphones are going into the Tula right now, so I'm monitoring that way. And I'm recording these two mics through the Zoom Podtrak P4, which is great. I have the mics set, let's see, the black cord, this is channel 1. I have this set to on the gain dial at 6, and I have, yeah, they're both set at 6, and I'm hand holding the SM58 because that has less grip noise. The SEV7 has more handling noise. But what do you think? How is this all affecting you? You know, I do have another microphone, which I might close this out. Not another microphone, but another audio recording device, which I've used a ton. And that is the DJI HDTX. And that is an XLR recorder, which I love. It's not as clean of a sound as through the Podtrak P4, but as you know, the Podtrak P4 is not as mobile of a unit. It's more made for your desk studios or your desktop station. All right, so, well, let me see. I wish I had another dynamic mic with me here. I don't, so I'm going to have to unplug the SM58 here, and I'm going to show you what the DJI setup looks like, and I'm going to record the audio from that as well. And I also have something, the Triton Fethead, and I use that with the DJI because the DJI, once you crank the gain up, you get a little bit of that hissing sound. So my solution that I found was to put the audio booster, that Fethead, in between the mic and the recorder, and then I get a really robust, clean recording. And let me show you that. And then it records the SD card. So I'm going to unplug the SM58 here, and here we go. Let's see. Sorry, you might want to, this might be noisy. All right, SM58. And the DJI, I've got the gain turned all the way down to 6 on the DJI right now. It's too bad they stopped. I think this product has been discontinued because I love this sucker. I use it a ton. It's great for street interviews, and it records locally. It could also transmit wirelessly, but you can't use the wireless function with the Fethead because it has some kind of interference to the signal. So, okay, I'm going to hit record. All right, so now this is the sound of the DJI with the SM58 and the Fethead combo. I love this thing. This is great for street interviews. I don't think you can actually buy it. You might be able to get it on eBay or something. But this has been my tried and true recorder. I've only added the Fethead recently. I used to just accept the sound of the hiss sound. Try to take out it in post sometimes, but honestly, in the VR headset, you can't really hear it, and you're listening through speakers anyways with the Oculus Quest. So for street interviews and VR, this has been my go-to setup. And this is the HDTX without the Fethead, and you can hear the noise floor. The gain is pumped up to, I think, 28 or 30, and you can hear there's significant hiss sound from the recorder. The gain just doesn't sound that great. But I was getting some kind of interference from the Fethead from the Wi-Fi, and that was the Wi-Fi interfering with the Fethead going through the HDTX deity. What do you think? What sounds better? This is already 12 minutes. One more shout out. This is another little audio thing that I love. These are custom made foams by SchultzBrackle.com. Shout out. I got this at CES in Vegas a couple of years ago. They're from Germany, and you can put your logo right onto your foam. Yeah, so if you're street reporting or you want your channel on here, they'll print one off for you, and it's a high quality foam. It does make a difference, and it's stylish. What else? Oh, this Tula mic, it does come with a little kickstand everyone was excited about, but I went ahead and I just swapped out a little converter so that I could mount it on a tripod mount, and it's much more flexible that way. Yeah, the Tula also works as a USB mic, so you can make it kind of like connect it to your computer. The HDTX does too, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what my Zoom P4 looks like, in case you haven't seen it. I mean, it's very popular and it's an older model, but it still does the trick, and it's my daily go-to when I'm connected to the computer and I do any kind of online recordings or online meetings. Yeah. There we go. So that's my Podtrak P4, and I've got it like it's a phone, you can see the back, a phone holder, and then a little clamp. I put that on the edge of my desk, and that works great. It also has a USB-C interface, so you can do recordings online. It has the little unit so you can connect to your phone and do recordings from phone interviews, but I found that the audio quality from phone recordings is much less than if you're connected to the a USB mic. So you have USB mic to USB mic. That's going to give you better results. So I did buy that little unit, and I never use it. Thank you for listening. What do you think about this Tula? Is it worth it? I have enough mics already. Should I hang on to it or return it? It's buttery smooth, and I see why people like it, and it is very small. But I've got to say, I'm leaning still towards these, like a mic like this for audio interviews and vocals, if I recorded music, or just the little DJIs. I mean, these DJIs are awesome it's a bigger, chunkier mic than the little Audio Zoom, but it has the internal recording, which is really nice, and the batteries last all day, and I think you can do up to 8 hours of recording internally, and it's also something like about 10 hours of battery life on it. I'm not sure about the Tula. I hope this is my first recording with it. I just got this thing, so I haven't played with it extensively, but I wanted to go ahead and record what I could. I hope that was useful. I hope some of you found some information about one of the mics that you're interested in. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. I'm Carl from McLarty Films. See you next time. Peace.